Coming up on a half decade in a row, live for the world. Can't believe it myself, 1434 days in a row. But we're here, my friends, we're gonna keep going. So how about you? Are you up for the ride? Gonna keep going until the world stops spinning, yeah. Take a minute, reflect on all the days gone by. Almost 5 years in a row. We're talking about 15 albums out there in the world, and 6 feature films. Just freaking insane, really. We've been here every day through the pandemic, getting down with you, writing song after song. I'm gonna keep on going. So, confession, I didn't have anything, because right before the show, we had a visit from UI, new friend, Pete. He came out and he went and spliced all the wires over, because we were having some flickering issues here, which has been greatly improved because of Pete's visit. So everything had to go off. And as you know, I have 4 pieces of music that are always in this loop station here. And we have to always erase something every show because there's always something really cool there. Well, when the power went off, everything was gone because I can't save on this unit. I don't know what's wrong with it anymore, but it won't let me save. But it still records beautifully, as you can tell. So right before pushing record, I said, I need something to start the show with. So I started playing this. And then I played the beat seat behind it. So now we have 2 things, and I said, okay, now we could start a show here. So anyway, how's everybody doing? I think we have to get the beat seat in here. You guys need to see the first drum for guitar players. This is insanity here. The bottom line is now you can play music by yourself. You don't need to hire someone to back you up, which is usually what people have to do when they're playing music. You got a gig, and now you have to go and you have to fill out that band before the show. Well, the thing is, what you really could think about doing is getting a beat seat. And then all you have to do is put on your own show. I didn't really get much into this. So. Anyway, so that's what we have here to start the show tonight, guys. And I guess, since that was the intro, we might as well do things right, just because this is the year-end review. It's Sunday. It's Mark Pyers.
I was walking down the road today.
And this is the longest running show on planet Earth, 1,434 days in a row of live variety, live creation, just sometimes complete insanity. Just trying to break away from a negative world with you for a little while. We try to create something, and within that, it is the only magic that exists on planet Earth. You can't... Look, I've done a lot of magic tricks. I've done many on the show. Not many, but a few that I created. I used to do all the David Blaine tricks. I learned them when I was like 21 years old. I did them when I was recording one of my albums, and I was like there doing cool tricks, floating cards in the air, doing fun stuff. And I stopped doing that. It's weird. I stopped doing it when I had kids. It's like that's when you start doing magic, is when you have kids. I was doing it when I was like, you know, this kid just like writing music is like this artistic thing, you know. And the reality is there's a trick to everything. It's not magic. It's called misdirection most times. But the only real magic is when you could take this very moment right here and you could create something within it and leave something for time. That's the only magic. And my hope is that every night we can keep creating. Like to this point, that's all that's happened. If you stick around tonight, something is going to happen. I'm picking up that guitar and we're going to write something. I'm going to do something silly with the green screen. I don't know. I just don't know because we've never had a script. I don't like to think ahead. All I know is that we're live. I want to say hi to Matthew. So good to see you. Tammy's here with me. Stacy in the house. Modoc Roughstock kicking it. And we're rolling through. I want to say hi to AKA Heather Joy. Good seeing you. I see Isaiah's granny in the house. We love when Isaiah's kicking it with us. Greta. Oh my goodness. Good to see Greta. When Greta's able to kick it with us, it's awesome. And we're rolling through. I see Stacy again and Chris Donaldson. Oh my goodness, I'm loving seeing Chris Donaldson kicking it with us every night. Makes me very happy. Andrea O'Neill! Thank you so much, Andrea, for the positivity from the top of the show. And Trish Killian, of course. Look, when you're here and Trish Killian's doing it, kicking it with us, you know, it's always a good time. Steel City with me and DeJohn. Guys, sometimes when you got a D in front of John, you're DeJohn in it. You know, I get it. You know, if my name was Mark, and like I'd want to put a J in front of it, Jamark. You know what I mean? Oh, it's Jamark. I thought about trademarking that for a while, but I realized that people would have a hard time spelling it. They'd be like, is it with a G or with a J? Is there an A in between? Jamark. Just freaking write whatever, you know what I mean? I basically cornered the market on spellings. You could spell it with like a few X's and it will still work. Oh, how did that happen? I know a guy. What's that? No, Joanne, don't tell him about our guy. And stop wheezing. Guys, we're about to get a woohoo from Matt Zabrowski. Zabrosk! It's your turn to do it, buddy. Throwing it to you for the 1,434th time. Woohoo! Right? Oh, man, I was here. You were there. You got a woohoo too, right? You know, guys, there are times in life when you're just kind of like, I need a woohoo. Matt Zabrowski's got your back. He's a Grammy winner for woohoo. So I just think that we should be doing a little year-end review. And what I want to do with the year-end review is really a half-decade review. We've been live for a half-decade. In just under 27 days, I'll have been live for 1/2 decade every single day. Most of it, they've kept almost every single person from the show. And I know it to be true now because of what they released with Twitter. Every week they were talking about accounts they did not want the world to know about. I'm guaranteeing if someone gets all of the documents, I'm on there. I always said there's somebody in a freaking room who every day goes, he came back again? And yeah, I'll keep coming back. But the thing is, we should be getting the world with us, at least the positivity in this world, the people who are looking for something that's going to be fresh and get them away from the lies. And this is why I show up every day, is for the family that does understand that and comes back every day. Like I said, when Chris is here, and Modoc and Stacy and Trish and Pamela and all of the regulars who you guys know and love. You know, I want to point out a comment that was mentioned yesterday. Wharton said that the family that comes out here to watch this show is the greatest group. He's like, there's the best, positive, awesome group. And what I love about that is that the people that are in the chat are of the same value of the show. The show is building positivity. Yeah, I'm making jokes a lot of the time about society, and I'm bringing up all of the ugly in society. But everybody here knows that I'm here reaching for the light every day, trying to see if I can connect people to it. And if I don't have the opportunity to connect with people because they don't know I exist after 1,434 days in a row, that is a problem. And so that's why we have tried to adjust and, redirect the show so many different times, from Mark Pyre's Real Talk to Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man to At The Brink. And now it's just Mark Pyre's. I don't need names. I don't need other stuff, distractions. I am who I am. I show up every day and we create something. I hope you're looking for something like that. I don't need to say, it's the most fantabulous hour. No, it is. This is me. I've been here doing this for a half decade. I hope you can consider that to be worthy of a follow and a share and a subscribe. And maybe we can actually generate some real change, and not in the world, in our world. I don't expect us to change the world. I expect us to change our world. If we can do something together that is of the positive nature that every day we're building on, it doesn't matter what the rest of the world tries to do to us. And that's why Trish, Pamela, Stacy, everybody who continues to come back, Virginia, Modoc, Isaiah. That's why they come back, because we keep building on this together. And we're all like pumped when new people find the show or come back to the show, because the only thing you've missed is like a freaking awesome show every night that you should just go back and watch, because we've written so much music lately and it's all been powerful stuff. And most of it is reaching for hope stuff. And I think we need more of that. And, I want to do this half-decade review because we're going into a new, literally going into the second half of a decade. That's crazy. Nobody's done this. I know it. I've looked. Nobody else has gone live since December 31st, 2018, and still here every day. And then not just doing it, but freaking long form, almost all of it, except for the couple of times we tried to do 5 or 10 minutes, But the reality is, in life, you're forced into a certain form and forced to go and do some specific thing that the man dictates. But it's not the consensus. And even if it is, you should be exposed to everybody to find out if it is. And when somebody sits in an ivory tower and decides to pick people off that they just don't like the words they're saying or the songs they're writing, because I'm pretty sure of the 196 songs on Spotify, there's about 70 to 90 that are just about society. Mandate this. Songs like Nothing Makes Sense in 2021. Or how about 2021 Living in the Stone Ages? Like, everything I wrote was about society's lies. And it winds up that the stuff that I was basically held from you for came out to be exactly true. You could go back and listen to all the songs I wrote and be like, holy freaking cow, that came out to be true. Yep, that happened. Like, all the joking stuff. I was talking about, I'm going to play you guys the clip. I think you guys can handle this. In 2020, of April of 2020, I released this clip, and it's Dr. Evil. I'm just going to play it for you. And I want you guys to listen to the words, listen to the direction of the content from April 2020, and then realize where we are today and what we found out to be true about everything that we were told for 2+ years. Okay? I just want you to see if you think this is crazy. But we jokingly say, you could call me Mark Stradamus. Because literally the stuff that was said, and it's not just me, it's what everybody who was kept from the world was saying. It's crazy. Like a lot of people were feeling the same way, speaking a lot of the same words. You know, it's like one of my mentors used to say something to me. He used to say, there are no new things. There's no new motivation. There's no new inspiration. He goes, everything has been said. It's just now being regurgitated and put out there in a different manner. But it's the same words, just said a little differently. And I was like, that's interesting. It's very true. I've never read these books on philosophy. I just say things that I feel, and I'm sure that whoever wrote the books originally just said things they felt, and it was cataloged. And now all these people just take that as gospel, and that's how they live their lives, and that's how they're trained. Well, that guy is the one who started it. Why don't you add on it? Like, it's weird to me that we're all this is the intention. Follow. In all manners of life, follow. Okay, here's a book. You're going to take that and you're going to follow that and you're going to do that. Okay. And then what happens? You get paid and you live a great life. Oh, okay. So everybody's just dumb about it. They're like, who cares? But that's all they're doing. Everybody has to follow this directive. And the reality is somebody wrote that book. So why can't we write our own book? And not, I'm just saying figuratively, just write our own. It doesn't have to be exactly the way somebody else says. You need to lead with your heart. And I think that that's what we're losing. We're losing the connection to each other. And that's what we have here. That's what we keep hoping to build on. So we're getting very close to Christmas here. And I think I want to play you guys a song that really, you know what, I was going to play you a song from the vault, but I think instead I'm going to just play something for you live. Because we have a lot of new family members that are back, that have been here, but are back. A lot of new people. Let's see what we can write in the moment for you. I'm seeing a little bit of a clipping, but it's not as bad as it was, which is good. All right, here we go. So we have a light show here now when I write songs, which is a lot of fun. And as I said, guys, this that I'm sitting on is called the beat seat. It's the first drum for guitar players. And it's the first drum you could sit completely upright and play with your hands and feet at the same time. So I'm going to show you a little of both of those things, but you can go to beatseat.rocks and check that out if one of the mods can throw that into the... What is going on here with this? This is like the 9th time I'm having issues with this thing. Thank you. Wow. All right. That'll work. Let's add a little bass line. See, sometimes we start off light and then we add a little flavor. Let's get a little something. That's the beat seat right there. Don't need much of the beat seat. Just get rolling in there, and then you're ready to roll. You're like, wait a second, what do I got? You gotta freaking open up. You got a song to play, yeah, something to get down on. You gonna add some flavor to, yeah. What you gonna do, yeah? Grab your guitar and play a solo. Closing out getting ready for much of the same. Doesn't seem like anything's gonna change in the short term, so I lace up my shoes. I'll go my own way anyway. You can only do what you can do. You can't be changed into a box when you are a circle of hope. All the world it seems to be dying. Oh, maybe I'm just thinking of society. I don't know, not talking about the physical world, no. But it seems like we don't appreciate what we got, yeah. And one day we will, when it's all gone, yeah. But for now, it just seems like we are misunderstanding all, yes. Deceived by evil world lies. Oh, they're big and you can't even climb over them, no. So just know they exist. Just hang on the sidelines, yeah. Time is flying by, so tell me why should I waste another moment listening to your lies? I just won't do it, no. I'm gonna let my show go into the night, yeah. Shut off your darkness, we're building some real light, yeah. Here every night. Get on board, let's go for a ride, yeah. We're reaching for the sunlight, yeah. We're reaching for the sunlight. Reaching for the sunlight. Reaching for sunlight, yes. Reaching for sunlight, yeah. Reaching for the sunlight, yeah, yeah. all sides every day, yeah. In this nightmare of a ride, you need to find a way off it and do something just for a few minutes every day. Get your mind off the negative world, yeah. It's trying to mix you up, yes. It's doing a good job, yeah. And I hope to unwind that confusion, the tension. Yes, we're going to leave it all behind, yeah. This momentary ride, you see, every night we left each other up into the light, yeah. Every single word, every single chord, every single note happening in the moment, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is life creation, yeah. Reaching for the sky, reaching for the sunlight, you and I, yeah, Doesn't exactly work. Tried that. Never done that before, where I was like, let me just see if I can do two loops at the same time simultaneously. Try again. Reaching for the sun, reaching for the sun. Reaching for the sun, reaching for the sun, reaching for the sun. This may work, but let me just get it right. Reaching for the sun. Reaching for the sun, reaching for the sun, reaching reaching for the sun. Reaching for the sun. Reaching for the sun. We're reaching for the sun. Yeah, trying to lift each other. Reaching for the sun. Yeah, 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 yeah. Reaching for the sun. Yes. Reaching for the sun. Oh, reaching for the sun. Yes. It's been one wild ride. Yeah, half a decade here in a row. Yeah, it's the longest running show on this freaking crazy planet. Yeah, is it a friggin' globe or a flat sphere? I don't know, I can't figure it out. I've seen so many pieces of content now, I don't know, my head's spinning. Yeah, round, round, and round. Yeah, yeah, just can stand here on the sidelines, I say, reaching for the sun. Reaching for the sun. We're reaching for the sun. Yes, the sun. Yes. Oh, yeah, trying to get away from all the darkness that's spreading around it. I'm going to run my own direction. Yeah, I'm gonna go on my way. Yeah, I'm out. Won't find me anymore. Reaching for the sun. Yes, you know I'm going on my way now. Reaching for the sun. Reaching for the sun. Holding hands, yeah. It's a new day. Every day you can make better choices, yes. And if you keep it in your heart, reach it for the sun. Yes, you're looking for the light. Lift you up inside. Yes, it's your only constitution. Yeah, let the lift you up. Yeah, the light. Yes, higher and higher. Let the light and the love lift you up. Yes, you can beat it all if you stick together. You can do anything, yes. If you stick together. Stick together, yes. If we stick together. You see the world trying desperately to keep us apart. You and me, everyone. In our own rooms, yeah. In our own silent echo chamber, yeah. and no one hears us, and we're all just there screaming our heads off, trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, one day they all look back and say, how did it happen? Yeah, why did everyone sit there and not do a thing? You see, these songs are here to be a reminder that there were some who fought every day in their own echo chamber, yes, yeah. But we got so much of the truth back there. But we can rise above, we can find the love, start sharing it again, yeah. Reach out for the sun. I keep pushing this one button and it keeps not working, so I may have to just work on the first one. Reaching for the sun. Reaching for the sun, yeah, 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 yeah. Reaching for the sun. Oh, we're reaching for the sun, yeah. Should be lifting each other higher and higher. Reaching for the sun. Reaching for the sun, yeah, yeah. Should be lifting each other higher and higher. Reaching for the sun. We're reaching for the sun, yeah, yeah. Should be lifting each other higher and higher. Reaching for the sun. Reaching for the sun, yeah, yeah. Should be lifting each other higher and higher. Reaching for the sun, yeah, yeah. We're reaching for the sun, yeah, yeah. Should be lifting each other higher and higher. Reaching for the sun. Reaching for the sun, yeah, yeah. Should be lifting each other higher and higher. Reaching for the sun, we're reaching for the sun. Reaching for the sun, yeah, yeah. Should be lifting each other higher and higher and higher, yeah. Reaching for the sun, you and I, yeah. Find love, yeah, in a dying world. Reaching for the sun, yeah, yeah. We should be lifting each other up higher and higher up, yeah. They're trying to push you down, me and you, yeah. They think we're all clowns, yeah. We're just gonna buy it, no. I can see through it all, I hope you can too. I don't wanna lift you up, yeah. We're reaching for the sun, yeah. We're reaching for the sun. You should be lifting each other higher and higher. We're reaching for the sun. We're reaching for the sun. Yeah, yeah, each other higher and higher. We're reaching for the sun. Yeah, yeah. You should be lifting each other up, not pushing each other down. Yeah, yeah. We're reaching for the sun. You should be lifting each other up higher. Yeah. Reaching for the sun, yeah. Day after day, we all lost in the shuffle. Half of us are in some sort of scuffle, yeah. We're always attacking, and no one is listening and seeing the truth. It's all a distraction to keep you away from the love we have to share. The brothers, yeah, it should be everywhere, but it's not, no. Trying to keep us down on ourselves and down on each other, and I want you to see through it, just like we've been doing here for half a decade now, yeah. Going to keep going, yeah. I hope we're steamrolling, yeah. Gathering up the world, and we're going to just going to keep on doing. Nothing's gonna change, no. They're just going to find what we've been doing, yeah. We're just lifting each other up, and we're filled with the light. Yeah, it's truly out of sight. Yeah, I'm so glad that we found what we've got here, and we've got to lift each other up. Yeah, lifting each other higher and higher, reaching for the sun. Yes. Ooh, we're reaching for the sun. Yeah, lifting each other higher and higher, reaching for the sun. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, we're reaching for the sun. Lift each other up higher and higher and higher. Reaching for the sun. Reaching for the sun. Reaching for the sun. I don't know. We write live in the moment. I don't know what the heck it is. Hopefully it was enjoyable, right, Joe? Joanne, stop wheezing back there. Guys, we did it. 1,433 days in a row is just one day closer to half decade. Half freaking decade doing it. So if you can head over to the tuber like Stacy and Pamela and Trish and Virginia, and who else might be there with me? Renee Woods and Andrea's kicking it with us. And I'm going to say, if I see... Tommy's here! Tommy, thank you so much for your kind words today, guys. If you haven't been over to the lifeboat yet, that's my brother also. Same work. Filling the world with positivity. Trying to see if you can bring people to the truth, which is that there are many that can support you if you're open and willing to ask, but most importantly, if you're willing to show up. And we'll keep doing our part with music and comedy and our sense of what's really going on in the world, and also what I call the inspires moments. No, it's not that. One of my friends, Furman Vidal, he's also a real estate agent, and he one day I put out one of my pieces of content about how, you have greatness within you that you need to, figure out. You have to unlock it. It's like a Rubik's Cube, and I hate the Rubik's Cube. But that's why it's so difficult, because nobody's willing to spend the time to figure it out. Okay, some people have, but when you figure it out, you've unlocked something that's unique, something within you. And that is what they don't want us to know, is that we have something within us that's unique. And once you find it, you've unlocked the greatness of this universe. And each and every one of us have something to offer, not to take, something to give. And you have to find it first. And when you do that, then you can find a sense of, I call it fulfillment, where you can actually find a way to move on to the next higher vibration. And that's hopefully where we all go after this. And the music hopefully will lift us up. All of these songs are on iTunes and Spotify, fam and friends. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, it's Mark Byers. And I think one day Guinness maybe will start looking. 1,434 days in a row. What are we talking about? I'll see you tomorrow, fam and friends. Love you. Have a good night. You got to go. You got to wait. Till tomorrow.